Hey guys, so today we're going to try some different ombres. I have to do this for one of my nail classes, so I'm going to take you along with me for the ride. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Kat. This is Cat's Claws. Welcome to another video on my channel. So today we're going to be doing some different ombre variations. This is the first one that I did off camera, which I'm not 100% happy with. So we're going to do some more here. So I've got some different gels we're going to use. We're going to use some light elegance. The pastel yellow, pastel pink, they are gel paints, so they're a bit thicker than their actual gel polishes. My first one here, so what I was going to do was I was going to do vertical and horizontal, and I still do that, but I wanted to try this one again, horizontally. So we'll do that one. I'm also going to try a black ombre, well, with a black base, and we're going to work with some other colors. So this one, I used this like bubblegum pink by Light Elegance. It's called Pastel Pink, and Pastel Yellow, which is a really nice subdued yellow. And yes, please excuse my nails. All of the gems are falling off. I am trying to salvage them somehow, and I haven't quite finished that, so you're gonna have to suffer watching me use these nails throughout the video. Okay, so these ones we will work on at the end. A couple other ones I'm going to do. So I'm going to use this Accents color. This is a gel polish. It's called Orange Fix. So it's kind of like, it's not quite neon, but it's a beautiful orange color. And I thought it might look good with this, which is kind of like a minty green gel. It's like I think it's pronounced Cody's gel. And then I'm also going to use this beautiful Barbie pink gel color by Light Elegance. Look how yummy this color looks. So this is like a Barbie pink with a bit of a shimmer in it. It's really pretty, and this is the one I'm going to use on the black, and then I'm going to do another ombre using this one as well at the end. And that one I'm going to use with Madame Glam's Perfect Black. So this one I had high hopes for, but it didn't quite turn out the way I had hoped. Neither did my second one, actually, but so I'm just going to use some of the gel that is still on my little stirring tool over here. And this one's not quite as thick as the pastel gel paints by Light Elegance. I've only done a primer on these first two, and I quickly find out that it's much more difficult without a base coat to do our ombre. So of course for the ombre we're just going to start with one side in the orange. So I'm just covering the whole nail, half of the nail. And while that's curing, let's take a look at this one again. So this has a really nice consistency. It's very like watery with a bit of, you see how it's much more watery than any of the other ones I've stirred. I'm a fan of this consistency. The only thing with this color is it's very, very translucent. So it didn't quite turn out the way I'd hoped. So I'm going in on the other side and I'm painting the other half of the nail. So this one, as soon as I started working with it, I quickly realized I was going to need like 500 coats just to get this to have an actual, full coverage and have a shade come through. It's just much too translucent. So I do add another color here to try to salvage this one. But like maybe I should have gone over the whole nail with this first, and it might have looked better. So I added this color. This is like a minty pastel by Yokefellow. I thought it was kind of a similar tone. And I covered the other half of the nail. And then with my ombre brush, did I do it here? So here I am just ombreing the two colors together. So you can see I've already made these like weird lines. So I'm trying to salvage this one as I go along. So I'm going over it again with the orange. I think I do this about 2 or 3 times for this one. So covering half of the nail. And then with my ombre brush, I'm actually dipping it back into the translucent green to try to like mesh or meld that middle line. Going to cure. Okay, so moral of the story, this one is much too translucent to work with. Yokefellow is much more pigmented. So that's the one we're going to work with later on for our second one. And that's the one we're going to continue with here. So again, trying to salvage this one, going down the other side, fully covering the second half of the nail. And again, I'm trying to meld or mesh this middle line together. So I am going to paint one of these full black because we're going to do a vertical ombre with the black. But for the other 2 nails that I'm going to do, again, I'm going to do the first and the second one again. I'm going to put a base coat on it of this color. This is a Madame Glam color. It's called Flirty. And I'm going to use this as my base to try to perfect the ombre. So I'm just going to finish up here. And then we will try these ombres once again. Okay, so while those 2 are curing, I'm just going to get my black nail ready. So this one I'm doing in Madame Glam Perfect Black. And I wanted to do this one with that the Barbie pink called Double Scoop by Light Elegance. I thought it would look really nice on a black. So this is kind of our rogue nail. And I'm going to do another one at the end with this one. It will be a full pink. So I'll do the Barbie pink Double Scoop, and I'll use the pastel pink. And we'll do another vertical ombre with those 2 colors as well. Okay, so we're going to try this one again. We're going to use the pastel pink and the pastel yellow. They're the gel paints by Light Elegance. And we're going to do them on the one with an actual base color. So I'm going to start with pink this time. And I'm also going to ombre with a bit of top coat this time as well, to see if that helps make a difference. Okay, while that's curing in the lamp, this is the black one ready to go. So the next side I'm going to do in the pastel yellow. So we're going to take a little bit of this and we're going to do the same thing, cover the second half, and then I'm going to ombre with a top coat to meld those middle lines. Okay, while that is curing, for the second nail, I'm going to go in straight with the Yokefellow color and the AKZENTZ Orange. So, and for that one, I'm going to use double scoop. Okay, so this one is out of the lamp in a few seconds. So we're going to take a little bit more of the pastel pink and we're going to do the same thing. So one thing I noticed with these gel paints are thin coats are the best to use. So the first one, the coat was a little too thick because I thought I had to use it in the same way that they're, you know, some of their gels, you kind of have to float the color. But for this one, a thin coat, it does self-level. And then again with my ombre brush and my top coat, I'm just meshing those lines together, or doing my best to mesh the lines together. So this one I cured and now it's out of the lamp. So I'm going to go in again with our pastel yellow. I'm going to repeat the process again with the yellow on the other side. Okay, on to our second redo. We're going to start with the Pastel Mint color by Yokefellow. So I decided to try to use the brush this time. So going down half of the nail, and then with my ombre brush, I'm just melding in that middle line a little bit before I cure it. And this, the base really does make a difference. It helps the colors on top go on much smoother, and it also helps to mesh those middle lines. So let's do the other half in the orange. Okay, so this one is turning out better than the first one, but I'm still not 100% happy with it. So I'm going over again with the Yokefellow, and I'm just trying to make sure, well, I'm trying my best to make that middle line mesh a little better. My ombre brush, it's not the best. The bristles kind of get like stuck together. So I was trying like a couple different ways of doing it. I was like kind of brushing that middle line at first. And then I noticed that if I pat that middle line with that top coat, it was working a little better. So let's try that again. So again with my top coat, and I'm trying to sort of pat that in and make those two colors kind of mesh a little better. And I think for this one, I think this is my last go with this, and I think I do go over it again at the end. But I'll top coat them and we'll take a look at them all together, and then I'll tell you what I did at the end of the video. Okay, on to our black and Barbie pink ombre. So here I'm using Double Scoop by Light Elegance. So this pink has like a really pretty shimmer to it. Let me just make sure there's no fluff on the brush, and then we'll start with our first coat. So that's curing in the lamp. I'm taking a little bit more of the Double Scoop. This is actually one of my favorite pinks. Like if you see that going on, it's got this really cool shimmer to it. I think it looks amazing. So again, second coat here, and then dipping my ombre brush into my top coat, and that's how I'm melding that sort of middle line together. Okay, so while that's curing, we're going to do a double pink. So we're going to do Double Scoop, and then we're going to use pastel pink with it for our vertical ombre. So just a thin coat of this, and I think I do 2 coats of each on this nail. But just start off with a thin coat, and this base color is working so much better. So note to self, this is a great sheer, like neutral, that you can use as a base for any art or, you know, designs that you're doing on top of the nail. So again, dipping my ombre brush into the top coat, and let's finish up with this nail. Those have been top coated off camera, so they are curing. We started with Light Elegance, and then we also used Yokefellow, Accents, and Kodies. For the base, we used Madame Glam. And here are all the nails out of the lamp. So the ones over here, those are the first ones that I did with only the primer as a base. And I wasn't happy with how they turned out. I just didn't think that the way they meshed together was all that great. Now for the other ones, I used this. So I used the Madame Glam Flirty as a base before I even went in. So this is just primer. I don't know, to me, I think the line is a little, I don't know. I just wasn't happy with that one. This one was the one with that I started with that Cody's gel, which is just way too translucent, and it just wasn't doing what it was supposed to be doing. This was my second go, where we used Flirty as our base, and then we went in with the colors and did the ombre. This one as well, I used the base. I'm not 100% happy with that ombre. I think I could have done a little more. So I did go over it with the Cody's gel to try to mesh that line, because I thought it would be a great like translucent mint to kind of, I don't know, help with the ombre, but it didn't work 100%. And then these ones are pink vertical ombres, and I think those turned out pretty good. So here are, sorry, this is vertical, right? Vertical, horizontal. The other ones are horizontal. So these are the vertical ombres. These are the finished nails. Our first try, and then our second try. And I think the third one across turned out the best. And then these are the horizontal pink ombres with pastel pink, double scoop by Light Elegance, and perfect black by Madame Glam. These ones, yeah, just meshed, I think, definitely better than the first ones. But I don't know. You tell me. What are your thoughts? And that's all of them together. The colors are easy to work with. This is a great base color. And yeah, the gel paints, they are thicker to work with, the Light Elegance gel paints, but if you do thinner coats, again, really easy to work with. So there are our finished ombre nails with all of our colors that we used. Let me know which one you like the best. I think I like the pink ones, but if I'm going to choose out of the yellow, pastel yellows or the pastel colors, I like the second one better. So thank you for stopping by. As always, thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. I will see you guys next time.